Yes, Gigi.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, this is not Gigi. Oh, well, yes, I hear you.
Yes, I want to reject Islam.
You want to reject Islam?
Yes, I want to reject Islam.
Why you want to reject Islam?
I want to reject the version that ISIS uses to spread evil throughout the world.
This is Kenny Boner,
And
right?
I want to
How are you,
reject
Kenny? How are you?
version.
How are you,
I
Kenny?
want to reject the version that
How are you,
Islamophobes,
Kenny? How are you, Kenny? How are you?
people like you use
Did you buy my books or not yet?
to paint uh, an ugly picture of Islam with broad strokes of your brush.
So let me
That's
ask
the
you.
Islam I
You
want to
said you
reject.
reject Islam, which is ISIS Islam, correct?
Yeah, and the version that you try to paint a
Okay.
picture of.
Well, isn't it ISIS Islam in the Quran?
No, sir, it isn't.
Do you wanna take a challenge?
What I want to do is I want to reject Islam that ISIS uses and the Islam that Islamophobes use,
Okay.
where you try to
Well, okay.
hijack
Let me ask you.
for your
Okay.
own for your own
Let us
benefit.
see. What
Sure.
name for me one thing ISIS did is not Islamic.
Well, anytime you oppress people, if you kill people unjustly and you destroy
What unjustly mean? Tell me how you
property
kill
and
people
destroy
justly.
lives,
Tell me how you can kill people justly. So you are saying to me your prophet he killed people but justly, right?
only in self-defense, absolutely.
Only in self-defense. Okay. Let us
Right.
see.
So if someone is
All
killing,
right.
if someone is using Islam to
Let
kill
us see.
people
Only in
unjustly
self-defense.
and
Okay.
not in
Isn't it your prophet?
self-defense,
Isn't it your prophet who
so you're
said, I've been ordered?
killing self-defense.
Isn't it your prophet? He said, I've been ordered to kill all mankind until they convert
As
to
a
Islam or
Muslim,
they die.
as a Muslim, I want to reject the
You
version
are not a Muslim. You are a potato. You are just a guy who is an idiot who do not know what to seeking
Islam to
attention. Read for me the screen. Read what is in the screen.
I'm driving
You
right
said
now.
you call me when you are driving.
Right.
I
I'm
think you're
driving
not
right
driving.
now.
I think
What
somebody is
happens if
driving you. Now, listen, I want you to read for me. It says, I have been commanded that I should fight against the people till they declare that there is no God but Allah. Are you saying your prophet was ISIS?
I'm telling you that the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, only fought in defense of
Here we go. He did
people.
not say I am defending. He said I am in order to fight
Only
until they declare, not until they stop fighting me. Stop lying.
right until the oppressors stop fighting. Right.
He said until you declare, not at the oppressor. Read with me. He said until they declare no God but Allah, and when they do, perforce there's no God but Allah, and their blood and their righteousness are granted protection from in my behalf. Which means if you don't say Allah is God and you don't say Shahada, Muhammad will take not only your life, will take your money.
Well, let's put this in the reality. Okay, so there were many people that were fought against the Muslims that actually become Muslim, right? And so your opportunity to do so is not too late until the day of judgment.
You are not answering. You see, you are a potato.
So, no, I am.
Answer what I showed you. Answer what I showed you. Did your prophet said I've been commanded to kill all mankind until they say Islam is the only religion? Yes or no?
Was sent as a mercy to all of mankind.
What mercy?
And
okay, answer me. Why you don't answer? I showed you what your prophet said. I want you to answer that. Go ahead.
The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, instructed the Muslims to fight only in just cause. That means against oppression.
This is just call. Just call. Anyone who rejects Islam, anyone who rejects Islam is in war with Allah.
Anyone who rejects Islam. There were many people around the Prophet and the Sahaba, peace and blessings be upon them, that rejected Islam.
He killed them all. All who reject Islam, either they are killed or you are a liar. Okay, let me ask you, why there's no Christian? Why there's no Christians? Why there's no Christians, no Jews left in the Arabian Peninsula?
There are Christians and Jews in the Arabian Peninsula.
Who is the donkey who said that to you?
Look, if you don't know facts, I can't. I'm not going to debate it with you about.
You know the facts. Okay, so you are saying to me your prophet is a liar because your prophet said, read the hadith with me. It says, I will expel the Jews and the Christians from the Arabian Peninsula.
Fighting and oppressing the Muslims.
Don't stop lying. No, he said, I will expel the Jews and the Christians from the Arabian Peninsula, and I will not leave any but Muslims.
The ones that were oppressing the Muslims.
Abdul, you are a big fat potato. Read the hadith. Show me where it says only those who fight. He says, I will expel the Jews and the Christians from the Arabian Peninsula. And now in Saudi Arabia, there's zero Christians, zero Jews, zero atheists, zero gays, zero lesbian. Correct?
Period.
Just get lost, donkey. I have no time for stupidity. And don't call me again. Wasting my time. The prophet, they killed people only justly. Your prophet, he said the three letters: die or convert. Aslim taslam. Aslim taslam. Even the Quran forbid the Muslims to go for peace unless they are not the uppermost. Let us see. Aslim taslam. Enter Islam and you will be safe. Enter Islam. Okay, and if I enter Islam, what will happen? You will be safe. Do you see it? So they lie to us. They say Muhammad, etc. Muhammad, he said clearly, I've been ordered to kill all mankind unless they convert to Islam and they pay the say the Shahada and they pay the zakat and they pray as we pray and they face the Qibla, which means they face the Kaaba, slaughter as we slaughter, do everything exactly as I do. Otherwise, I will kill you. As simple as that. If you break any of those commands, you will be considered as an apostate. This is why ISIS, when they see someone, he claimed to be a Muslim, but he don't pray, he is not to be considered as a Muslim. And look who is somebody telling me this is Kenny Bomer, the American convert. Don't fall into his lies. You want to teach me who to convert to who Mr. Dan? You want to tell me who is the one? I mean, what about you take my place and tell me what to talk to, how to talk to people? The people are funny. I've been ordered to do qital, which means to kill. Let us see the command of the prophet. And maybe you saw ISIS putting chains in the necks of people. You are the best of the people ever raised up for benefit of mankind. Between two bracket, benefit of mankind. Okay, what is the benefit of mankind? The prophet of Allah. And then he quote for us at chapter 3 verse 110. The best for mankind are those who bring them. Bring who? Bring mankind. And with the chains around their necks till they embrace Islam. That is Islam. So the prophet, he fight only those who fight, who says the best of mankind is those who go and bring people with the chains around their neck. All people. The benefit of mankind. Who is the ones that target to bring them with the chains? Mankind. In order to do what? Just to make them agree that Muhammad is a prophet. This man, he subdued all manpower to worship him and make himself equal to God. So he make hundreds of millions of idiots to go for war for one target, to surrender to Muhammad, who is dead in the ground and he is a dust and he smelled like poo-poo when he died. And yet you will see a scumbag calling us and says, I reject the version of ISIS. Is this ISIS or this is your prophet? Are we making things up? Is that hadith is da'if? This is Sahih al-Bukhari. Da'if, brother, da'if. This is da'if, brother. I reject the hadith. It's da'if. Isn't it the Quran said that Allah He ordered to cut the necks and fingertips of the disbelievers? Isn't it the Quran says crucify them and cut their hands? And this is exactly what ISIS do. When you hear a verse like this saying the punishment of those who wage war against Allah, you think that they are really waging war. This is not about war. Go and read the story behind it. Nobody waged war. This is the punishment. There's a guy, he's a sheikh. He saw a dream. He saw a dream that Allah Messenger Muhammad, he came to him in the dream. And he said to him a few things. In less than 48 hours, he was arrested, taken to Sharia court, and now he is, he's facing more than 80 count of violation of Islam, just because he saw a dream. All of them goes under this verse, chapter 5, verse number 33. And now the Sharia law court asked him for cutting his hands and his feet and putting nails in his eyes as a punishment by crucifixion. Just for seeing a dream. What is the war? When somebody says to you war, and he is a Muslim, they are talking about you rejecting Islam. The second you are rejecting Islam, you are waging war against Allah. Who is the enemy of Allah in the Quran? Anyone reject Allah? Whoever is the enemy of Allah and his angels and messengers, to Jibreel and Mikael, Allah is the enemy of the kuffar. But you cannot have a war with Allah. We cannot kill Allah, supposedly. Simply, He doesn't exist. We cannot kill the angels if they are real. Oh, I forgot. You can. In the case of Moses, when the angel of death came to Moses, find the hadith. Let us see where we can find it. Abu Huraira reported that the angel of death was sent to Moses, peace upon him, to inform him of his Lord summons. When he came, Moses boxed him on, and his eyes was knocked out. What the heck? Moses, he was doing boxing with the angel of death, Azrael. The angel of death came out back to Allah. This is the miraculous Muhammad and the miraculous Quran and the miraculous stories of this cult. Watch and laugh. So the angel of death came back to Allah and he said, you send me to a servant who do not want to die. What the heck? This guy Musa, he don't want to die. Allah restored his eye in its proper place. Boing. The poor angel, he was coming inside the house of Allah and his eye is coming out like boing, 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 boing. And Allah, what happened to you? What happened to your eye, idiot? You know, this Musa's, he have, you know, a black belt. He knocked my eye and he took it out. And it, look, my eye is broken. And not only, actually, there's different hadith says he knocked his eyes and he broke his wing. So now the guy, he have one wing is broken. So he knocked his eye and he went to Allah, and Allah, he restored his eye back in the proper place, which is in his nose or between his eyebrows, and revived his eyesight. So how you say to us in the story which we are talking about the speed of light, you are saying to us that the angel, they have the speed of light but they have eyes, and you're a prophet, he said they have wings. Jibreel specifically, he have 600 wings. Is that metaphorical or physical? Obviously it's physical. This cannot be metaphorical. Here we go. You see, he did destroy his eye, and this is Sahih hadith. Now Allah, he fixed his eyesight and he said to him, go back to him and tell him that if you want life, he must place his hand on the back of an ox. And he would be granted as many years of life as the numbers of the hair is covered by his hand. This is why, my friend, you want to have a big hand. If you have a small hand, you live less. Musa said, my Lord, what happened? Then he said, then you must court death. But notice with me here, the story is telling us that Muhammad is officially stupid. Why? Because if Moses can object the order of God and the command of God to die, and he beat the angel of death, that's mean all of us, we can do that. Why only Moses was able to beat the angel of death? The answer can be found in Chong Fong Chin Chi Chung Samurai School. If you go and do some research about Moses, you will find that he have many built in the Kung Fu, and he was even he was a master of a Bruce Lee. Actually, Bruce Lee, he was called by that name because each time Moses, he see him in his way, he see, leave from my way. And this is how Bruce Lee got his name, because Moses, he spank him and he make him Lee in the side. So the people, they call him Bruce Lee, which is coming from the word Moses Lee, because Moses in the Chinese language come as Bruce Lee, you know. So so Moses, he can beat the angel of death. Okay, I want to ask the Muslims here, why Moses don't beat the angel of death again and ask for more? Because as long Allah cannot kill him, as long he can kill the angel of death, as long Allah cannot accomplish death without the angel of death, and Moses can beat the heck of the angel of death, why angels can kill Moses even in the future? So in the article they say to us the angels are in the speed of light. We have two verses in the Quran, one saying that the angels, they speed in 1,000 years of your time, one day to Allah. The other verse says 50,000 years, one day to Allah, which is contradiction. Nowhere in the verses speaking about light, nowhere in the verses speaking about speed, in order to know how fast the speed. Nobody knows where Allah is located. So how the Muslim they come to the conclusion that this is the speed of light? Stupidity versus fictions. In order to make a miracle, they made an article for us, but nowhere in the article can prove to us any of what they claim. It is the opposite. As we see, the more we study about this issue, the more we find that the Muslims are a bunch of hypocrites and they are making up stories. Lunar calendar month 12 months a year. Read the article, Allah. By the way, why Allah he chose the 12 moon calendar a year? Isn't it this is a mistake? The lunar calendar is a wrong calendar. Can't Allah come with better calendar? Anyone? And look what here they say, that Allah is saying, then God saying the angels travel in one day the same distance that the moon travel in 12,000 lunar. Where is that? They say to you, because in the Quran it says that the year for Allah is a 12 moon, but this is the year for you, you idiot, not for Allah. I mean, sometime, and if we go actually and we accept that this is for Allah, the Muslims they will lead us to something more nice. Look how they fabricate. They say to you that Allah in the Quran he says the year for Allah is a 12 month, but in order for us to believe that this is a year in the time and the location of Allah, that means Allah in his location there's a moon. He's not talking about our moon, but in fact he's talking about our moon. This is why he is adopting the 4 month. It's called the secured month, which is the Arab used to practice before Islam. The number of the months in the sight of Allah is a 12 in a year. Which year? Our year. We can go and read the interpretation. So ordained by him the day he created the heaven and the earth. So since Allah he created the earth and the heaven, from the beginning Allah created the day and the night to be the same as today, and the year was 12 months as now. But this is, by the way, according to science, this is wrong. According to science, the earth does not have the same time as today. Yes, it have day and night, but the day and the night is not 24 hours like now, and in the future is not going to stay the same. So the day and the night are not the same time. It is impossible that Allah is God, yet he says that for him a perfect year is a 12 lunar. If you notice here they say the word months. If you go in the article they use the word lunar. Anyone knows why? Why in the translation they did not use the word lunar? Here they have lunar. In the Quran translation they use the word month. The word shahr is not an Arabic word. This is an Aramaic and a Hebrew word in the same time. Shahr mean moon. So when you say 12 shahr, you don't say 12 month, you are saying 12 moon. And that is additional proof that your God Allah is a fake God, because the lunar calendar, if this is the calendar of Allah, is a proven very easy to be a wrong calendar. This is why we have to fix it every few years. It's not complete. Muhammad here was copying people around him who have the lunar calendar, including the Jews. The Sabian they have it, the Jews they have it, the Arab they have it, and Muhammad he follow what he learned from people behind him or before him. So in order to fabricate and to come with the speed of light, they have to make an article have nothing to do with reality, and it's far away from any truth. Neither the Quran says that, neither Muhammad says that, neither the Hadith says that, and even their article proving that they are false. Same time we showed you that the Quran bring us two dating. One, it says that Allah he deal with the earth and the heaven in a day equal to 1,000 years, as we see in chapter 32 verse number 5, and we showed you in chapter 70 verse number 4 it says the opposite, that the angels and the spirit ascended to him in a day in the measure wherefore as 50,000 years. If the angels they have a fixed speed of light, why here is taking them 50,000 years, and there they have 1,000 year as distance. Same time, Muhammad he received the chapter of Al-Fatiha today, let us say. As long the angels is going to take them 1,000 years to go up and 1,000 years to come down. That's mean in order for Muhammad to receive the second verse, the angels have to take them 2,000 years after they deliver the first verse. How Muhammad received the Quran then? Any Muslim can tell us? When you say to me that the Quran says, not me saying that, the angels they take the command from Allah, as we see in the article, read and laugh with me. Allah rules. Okay, what does that mean? The command of Allah is given to the angels, and the angels will travel to do the command of Allah, and it take them 1,000 years to come to the earth. And by the way, here you will see in the translation they say in a distance of 1 day. In the verse in the Quran it doesn't say the word distance at all. That is a fabrication. Chapter 32 verse number 5. Let us change the translator from the article to the website we are using. 32:5. Just to show you how the Muslims they fabricate, and we cannot accept their translation. They make a translation fit with the article they are making to prove a point. So they add words to the translation to make it about distance, to make it about speed, to make it about things is not there. Here we go. This is verse number 5. Where is the distance? Here he add the word space. Even there's no space. The Arabic in front of us it says يدبر الأمر من السماء إلى الأرض ثم يعرج إليه في يوم كان مقداره 1000 سنة مما تعدون. He rules the affair from the heaven to the earth, which means from the direction is from the heaven down to the earth, and then they go back to him in a day which is equal to 1,000 years of your time. That's it. Doesn't say anything about speed, doesn't say anything about distance, it doesn't say anything. All what it says that the angels they go down to earth to do the command of Allah in 1 day for Allah, 1,000 years for us. So here Muhammad he received a verse from Allah. Why Muhammad he received a verse second day? If the angels they need 1,000 years, 1,000 years to go, 1,000 years to come back. Any Muslim? Hello? Who is a Muslim want to give us a call? So all what we see in the Muslim articles is a change of translation, change of interpretation, adding words to the Quran to make it scientifically look like. We change the translator, it says, he regulates the affair from the heaven to the earth, then shall its skin day to him in a day, the measure of it, which is 1,000 years of your count. There's no distance, there's no speed, there's only time. And we cannot measure the speed unless we know two things at least. If we know the distance and we know the time, we can know the speed. If we know the speed and we know the distance, we can know the time, correct? I mean, it's a simple mathematics. But here all what we know is the time. How many of you is good in mathematics? So they lie and they fabricate and they add things is not even exist there. Let us see different fabricated miracle. Vision. Let us take one by one. Vision. A mysterious syndrome has been impairing astronauts' vision on the International Space Station, causing untreatable. Okay, all right, okay. I'm not going to read the whole article. You read it, guys. But let's go to the Quran. But 1400 years ago, the Quran said, if Allah opened wormhole, the Quran says Allah opened wormhole. Okay. Read the translation with me and laugh. Even if we Allah open upon them from the heaven a door that they continued passing through, if they would say our sight is intoxicated, rather we have been bewitched. So they say to you that if you stay in the heaven in the spaceship, you have a barely vision. Your vision is not going to be good. Your vision is going to be disturbed. And they say to you, look, Allah in the Quran says, when we open for them the door of the sky and they are going up to the sky, they will say, look like as if we are drunk and we don't see good. We think we are under black magic. Read carefully what the Muslim they say here. Sakarat in Arabic mean getting drunk. Dizziness, nausea, and pearl of vision are common symptoms of getting drunk. Today we know that astronomers expire dizziness and nausea per vision. Okay, hold on. If we go to the Quran and see the verses they are talking about and we try to find out what the verse is talking about, all of us we will die laughing at the fiction of the Muslim try to create. Chapter 15 verse number 14 and 15. Let us go. All right. The same chapter they choose for us to speak about miraculous of pearly vision is speaking about something totally different. Read carefully with me, and I challenge any Muslim to say, I am lying. The one Allah is talking about is those who make fun of Islam, not those who go to heaven. Read carefully. We have sent without we have without doubt sent down the message, and we will assuredly guard it from corruption. But we know that the goat ate the Quran, and we know Omar, he said the Quran was 1,027,000 letter, and not even 20% or 30% of the Quran is left. We did send messengers before thee amongst religious sect of old, but never came a messenger to them, but they mocked him. Even so we do let it creep into the heart of the sinners. They should not believe in the message, but the ways of the ancient have passed away. Even if we open out to them a gate from heaven, and they were to be continue all day ascending therein, they would only say, our eyes have been opened to be drunk. Nay, we have been bewitched and sorcery. So all what he's saying, even if we take them to heaven, they will not believe it. All what this verse is about. The Muslim, they make it about when you go in the spaceship, you have a pearly vision. But hold on, the Quran itself says, if we continue reading the same chapter, you will see how stupid things will go. They are talking about if you go in the spaceship, you will have a pearly vision. Read with me carefully. It is we who have set the zodiacal signs in the heaven. So the God of Islam believe in zodiac signs. Do you see it? This is a spaceship now. The zodiac signs, Allah saying, I am the one who put them in the heaven. Continue. And we made them decoration for the beholder. So the God of Islam believe that the stars are decoration only, which means all the stars can be seen. The fact not even 1 of billion% of the stars can be seen by eye. The rest are invisible for our eyes because they are too far. Then وَحَفَظْنَاهَا مِنْ كُلِّ شَيْطَانٍ رَجِيمٍ, and moreover we have guarded them from every cursed devil. Hold on, the Muslim, they were talking about spaceship going to the space, but the Quran says nobody can go there because the space is guarded. Shaitan cannot go there, and even a human being cannot go there. But if any sign, any gains a hearing by stealth is pursued by a flaming fire. So if any shaitan try to go to the space, Allah will shoot him by a star. Do you see the science? If a shaitan, he tried to go to the space, Allah will shoot him by the fire. And that story can be confirmed in different verses in the Quran. Read carefully with me. You see how they try to speak about the spaceship? Allah predict the spaceship. Those who go in the space, they will have a pearly vision. In chapter 67, verse number 5, it says, He is the one who created 7 heavens, one above one, to see no incorrectly the creation of the beneficent Allah. Then he look again, can we see the disorder? Then he turned back the eye again and again. Your look shall come back to you, confused while you are fatigued. I mean, the translation is really horrible. And certainly we have adorned the lowest heaven with lamps, and we have made such a lamps as missiles for Shaitan, and we have prepared for them. What the verse in here saying that the lamps are created to shoot the Shaitan in his ass, but the guys in the article talking about science and a spaceship. Not only this, we are not done. Not only this, in different verses in the Quran we will find the following. We will keep going. The Lord of the heaven and the earth, and what is between them, the Lord of the east. Surely we have adorned the nearest heaven with adornment a star, and there is safeguards against every rebellious shaitan. They cannot listen to exalted assembly, and they are thrown at from every side, being driven away. For them is a perpetual chestmate, except him who snatches off but once, then there follow him a brightly shining flame. Horrible translation. I will change it, but as you see, the Quran, the Muslim, they speak about science. The Quran is speaking that there is genies and shaitan, they spy at Allah, and that how Allah explained the falling meteor. He think that those are stars. They are made to shoot the shaitan who try to spy at Allah. They are coming to Allah to spy at Allah. Allah have a meeting with the angels. He's giving them commands. So the shaitan go there trying to spy, but he cannot, because the second he tried to go there, Allah he shoot them. Vish, vish, vish. We are not done yet. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, my friend. We hear you.
Hello, yeah. My name is Ustaz Jama Degwa.
All right, how I can help you?
You know me now. Why you ask me that question?
Sorry?
Help me as well. Don't you remember me?
No, I do not know you. Who are you?
Connected us together last week.
I don't hear
And
you.
we are unable to finish our discussion.
I don't say again. What?
I said last week I was connected to you.
Oh, are you the one who called himself Ustaz?
By your first talk. Yeah.
How are you, Ustaz? How are you doing?
Why did you block my boy today?
I blocked what?
Latif. Hello? You blocked Latif Hassan.
Because he's a kid. He said he don't accept the hadith. Do you accept the hadith or not?
I told you that day.
I'm asking you. Don't change the topic. Don't shut up. You're asking me why you block this guy. This guy, he play game. He claimed first that he don't accept hadith. Do you agree that a Muslim can be a Muslim without accepting hadith? Yes or no?
This will be accepted. It has not contradict the Quran.
No, my friend, he did not say that. He said he don't accept the hadith. Anyone, he said I don't accept the hadith.
He didn't tell you that.
Okay. Okay, let me ask you. Okay, let me ask you. As long it does not contradict the Quran, I will go with you. You're a prophet, he said the sun set in a murky water. Do you agree with that hadith?
Is that what?
You're a prophet, he said the sun set in a murky water.
Can you show me the trace in the Quran?
Show you the verse in the Quran?
The traces of the Quran here.
All right, no problem. Do you see my screen with me?
No.
Okay, chapter 18, verse number 86. Read it for us.
I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook.
All right, chapter 18, verse number 86.
Chapter 18.
Yes.
Verse number what? Verse number what?
86.
86. 86. Don't always run away from the.
Sorry?
Hello?
Yeah?
Why do you always run away from the Bible?
Don't change the topic. Let's finish what we are talking about. Read the verse.
I said, Why do you always run away from quoting the Bible?
My friend, nobody is running away. You are the one is running away from quoting the Quran right now. You are the one is running away from quoting the Quran. You ask me where it says the sun set in the murky water. I gave you the verse, and now you are running away, changing the topic. It is you who's running away. Read the verse for me.
I will read the version.
Okay, go ahead.
And I'm not asking you a
Nobody
question.
is running away, and I will show you. I will get you busted. You can quote from me from the Bible as much as you want. You can quote from the Bible as much as you want. Read the verse for me. Read the verse for me. We are waiting for you, my friend. Go ahead.
Now, let me take it from verse 83.
Okay.
So you give me time
Sure,
to
go
explain
ahead.
myself.
We are reading. Go
Don't
ahead.
interrupt.
Go ahead.
Now, the Quran said from Allah, not Muhammad said. Quran said, they ask you concerning your name. They will ask you Muhammad. Allah said in Muhammad that they ask you about Dhul name. Say, tell them, I will re-ask to you something of his story. Tell them that God will tell me about Dhul name.
Okay. Who is Al-Qurnayn? Who is Al-Qurnayn?
And the means.
My friend, do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Who is Zulqarnain? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Before you continue, I'm letting you reading. It's okay. We can stop for a second to tell me who is this guy first. Who is Zulqarnain?
Let me finish.
Who is Zulqarnain? If you don't mind. So you do not know who is Zulqarnain? Is that the answer? Do you know who is Zulqarnain, or you do not know?
Let me read to the end, please.
Okay, but you promised me you will tell me who is Zulqarnain, right?
I said, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Now said, surely we established his power on earth.
Okay.
And we gave him the ways, means to all ends. 85. One such way he followed. 86. Until he reached the setting of the sun, he found it set in a spring of murky water. Near it he found a people. We said, don't condemn. You have authority either to punish them or to treat them with kindness. He said, whoever does wrong, him shall we punish. Then shall he be sent back to his Lord, and he will punish him with a punishment unheard of before. But whoever believes and work righteousness, he shall have a goodly reward, and easy will be his task, as we order it by our command. So what are you asking me?
My friend, you are very funny. I asked you why your God, he said, I asked you where your God said the water sit in the murky water. So you read the whole chapter, and now you're asking me what I'm asking you. So I was asking you two questions now, because you are the one who started reading from verses. Let me tell you what I'm asking you. Don't cut me. You see, you asked me to let you finish, and now you said to me, what are you asking me? Let me tell you what I'm asking you. First of all, who is Zulqarnain? Number two, how your God say that the sun sit in the murky water? The mic is yours. Who is Zulqarnain, and how the sun sits in the murky water? Go ahead.
Zulqarnain is a messenger of God.
Who is he?
People.
Who is he?
So one day, a messenger of God.
Who is he?
Of Allah.
Who is he? Where he was? What is his language? What is his location? What his name? Who is he?
I don't know his location.
Okay, do you know what Al-Qurnayn? Do you know what Al-Qurnayn mean? Do you know what Al-Qurnayn mean? Yeah, what Al-Qurnayn mean?
Show me in the Quran the meaning.
I'm asking you. You are the scholar. You call yourself Ustaz. So let us say I am a person from Nigeria. I'm a person from Nigeria, and you are the Ustaz. So if one of your students call you Mr. Ustaz, which means you claim to be a teacher, who is Zulqarnain and what Zulqarnain mean? What you will say to him?
I've told you, Zulqarnain is a messenger of God.
Who is he? Who is he? We got. He is a messenger of God. In which nation? What language? What his name? Zulqarnain. Do you know what Zulqarnain mean?
Meaning of what?
What Zulqarnain meaning? The meaning in Arabic. What Zulqarnain mean?
I don't know.
You do not know, so you call yourself Ustaz. Zulqarnain mean the guy with the two horn. Let me teach you the one you call yourself Ustaz, which means you call yourself teacher and master. Zulqarnain. Let me answer you. Let me answer you, Nigerian boy. Boy, you are no Ustaz. You know nothing. You just said I do not know. So let me teach you. Zulqarnain in Arabic. Shut up. Let me answer you. Zulqarnain. Shut up. Let me talk. You do not know. You just said you do not know. Zulqarnain mean. Let me talk, man. You don't act like a kid. You said you do not know. I know. Zulqarnain means the guy with the two horn. Why he was called the guy with the two horn? Do you know?
Where is it written in the Quran?
It's in here in front of you. Zulqarnain. This is what Qurnain mean. The guy with the two horn.
Where in the Quran written that the meaning?
It's in the front of you, you idiot. This is what the word mean in Arabic. Zulqarnain. This is what Al-Qurnain mean. This is what Al-Qurnain mean.
I said, where in the Quran you found the meaning of
my friend, this is the Arabic word. The Qurnain mean two horn. Are you stupid or what? In Arabic, the word Qurnain. Don't tell me what is the meaning. This is what it says. The Quran says. The Quran says the guy with the two horns. This is not a name, you idiot. You see, you claim to be a teacher, but you are a certified liar. Al-Qurnain in Arabic. Okay, let me show you. If I show you.
Is it an Arabic word?
What Al-Qurnain mean? I'm asking you. You claim to be a teacher. What Al-Qurnain mean?
Is Qurnain from the Arab word?
Yeah. And what the word mean?
Is it an Arab man?
And what the word mean? Mean two horn, correct?
Is it an Arab man?
Yes.
How do you define?
Otherwise, hold on. It is an Arabic word. I don't care what it's an Arab man or not. The word is Zulqarnain, mean the guy with the two horn. Yes or no?
Ibrahim is an Arabic word. Ibrahim.
Abdul, listen, Abdul. I'm asking you now. I'm asking you. Shut up, you coward. Why Allah call him the guy with the two horn? Do you have an answer?
I said you are a liar. Zulqarnain was never an Arab man.
I am not saying he's an Arab. This is Alexander the Great, you idiot. This is Alexander the Great, you donkey. This is Alexander the Great. This is not an Arab. I am not saying he's an Arab. I am saying Zulqarnain is an Arabic word. Stop, donkey. Listen, donkey. Ustaz donkey. Listen, Zulqarnain. Okay, let me get you busted. What interpretation would you like me to read for you? What? Who?
This idiot. I said, is Zulqarnain an Arab man?
No, this is Alexander the Great.
You telling me now Zulqarnain means man with two horns in Arab word?
I said in Arabic the word Qurnain mean the guy. Zulqarnain mean the guy with the two horn.
You are a liar.
I am a liar. Okay, I challenge you. Which interpretation you like me to read for you? What interpretation you like me to read for you?
Wikipedia is not an Arab word.
I ask you, what is the interpretation you like me to read for you?
So that you gave is lie.
I'm asking Abdul, what's wrong with you? Why you are scared? What interpretation you like me? What interpretation you like me to read for you? Stop playing games.
Hello. You don't even know what I was talking about. I asked you a question. Is Zulqarnain an Arab man? He said no. You are not given Arab meaning to what you don't even have.
Abdul, is the Quran in Arabic or it's in the Greek?
You said what?
Is the Quran written in Arabic or written in Greek?
It's Arabic.
Okay. Is Zulqarnain a name? Is Zulqarnain is a name or description? Is Zulqarnain, shut up. Is Zulqarnain, shut up. Is Zulqarnain a name or description?
Shut up. Let me talk. Now, Zulqarnain is as, look at Abraham. Abraham was a Greek.
Don't change the topic, Abdul. Don't change the topic. Is Zulqarnain a name? Is Zulqarnain a name or description? Is Zulqarnain a name or description?
Zulqarnain was not an Arab man, and you know it. The name was coined from its original name to Arab man. So if you can get the original name of Dhul
Okay, hold on. I want to ask you. You claim to be Ustaz. What is the reference of what you are saying? That Zulqarnain is the name of the guy.
Thank you. I said Dhul was coined from his original name, unlike Abraham. That's it.
Abdul, when you mention something to me, I would like you to give me a reference. Where is the reference of what you just said? Can you give me a reference?
Thank you. In the Bible or in the book of Moses, Abraham was a prophet of God. So, meaning of Abraham we know to the Hebrews. Ibrahim is the coined one in Arab world. Abraham was never an Arab man.
Abdul, are you stupid or what? Why you are changing the topic? What Abraham have to do with our Qur'an? Stop being a liar. Let me get you busted. This is Tafsir at-Tabari. Everybody will laugh at you. You call me, you're asking your destiny to be destroyed. Here we go. This is, shut up, you idiot. This is Tafsir at-Tabari. Zulqarnain is a guy who is a guy with the two horns. Shut up, potato. Coward. Read with me and laugh. Big mouth. Coward. Listen, coward. If you want to talk to me, you should let me talk. If you will not let me talk, we cannot talk. Do you agree? To let me talk or not? This is Tafsir at-Tabari. Is going to show everybody that you are a certified donkey. Read it for me. I challenge you. I gave you the link. It's in your Skype. Open it and read it. You do not know Arabic, you are a liar. And this is at-Tabari saying that Zulqarnain was given that description because they beat him twice in his head. Read it. Read it, you coward. Why you don't read it? Okay, read it for us. Read at-Tabari. No, read at-Tabari for me. Do you know how to read Arabic? Do you know how to read Arabic?
My phone.
Do you know how to read Arabic?
I am on Facebook Live.
I don't care. Do you know how to read Arabic? Read it.
So that's why I said I can't see what I'm reading.
Read the Tafsir at-Tabari for the verse. Read Tafsir at-Tabari. This is Tafsir at-Tabari.
I don't allow Tafsir. Tafsir is the perception of the writer.
Oh, so Tafsir, okay, let us make it clear. So you agree that the Muslim Tafsir, all of it agree with me, and you are the only one have his own Tafsir.
And because that is the only, back then.
So let me ask you, if there is one Tafsir agree with your donkey, is there is one Tafsir in the world agree with you, Mr. Donkey Ustaz?
You are a fool.
If there is one Tafsir agree with you, are you saying to me that all Muslim scholars agree with me, but not even one scholar agree with you?
As written it as understanding.
I want you claim to be Ustaz. When somebody says he's Ustaz, you have to give reference. Okay, where you are giving me your interpretation? Are you giving me your own interpretation? Obviously, yes. Your scholars, they say that this guy, he was called the man with the two horns because they hit him in his head first time he invited them to Islam, and he got a pimple in his head. It's called a horn.
You told me about it. Let me ask you a question. Was yours to show idiots?
Okay, Abdul. So the interpretation agree with me. Abdul, listen. Abdul, potato, stop.
Did you believe that Jesus was sent to the whole world?
Get lost, donkey. Let your mama call me. And you say to me why I block them? Here we go. I will block you too. You don't let me talk. You don't change the topic. You are a coward. You are a potato. You do not know how to speak Arabic, and you don't agree with your scholars. And now you claim that you have your own interpretation, and you claim that Zulqarnain is a name, and not even a single Muslim in the world agree with that. Zulqarnain, this is what Arabic mean, the man with the two horns. You are a certified donkey trying to fool, scam the Nigerian people. We talk about Zulqarnain, you start talking about Abraham. We talk about the sun sitting in murky water, he start talking about Jesus. Potato, potato. So you say to me, why you block that idiot? He's idiot like you, liar like you. He said he don't accept the hadith. Not hadith contradict the Quran. And by the way, all the hadith contradict the Quran, because the Quran contradicts itself. However, if we show you a hadith not contradicting the Quran, you don't accept it. If we show you a hadith contradict the Quran, still you accept it. As an example, mut'ah. The Quran says you do mut'ah, the hadith says don't do mut'ah. You say to us you don't accept the hadith contradict the Quran. There is tons of rules are abrogated in Islam. It is in the hadith, not in the Quran, which means this is a contradiction for the Quran. Stupidity. Now, if we go back where he refused to read for us, and you see he asked me to read 10 verses before and 10 verses after, but he did not answer the question how Zulqarnain, the guy with the two horn, found the sun setting in murky water. Do you see it? I mean, who cares even about the name of the Zulqarnain? But I'm not going to talk to you because you shout a lot. I noticed that those Nigerian Muslims, they have big mouth, they say nothing, they are foolish. They will not let you talk, and they are like a talking machine, blah 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 blah, and they say things which is against their cult. When I say something, I show reference, I put it in the screen, everybody read with me. I say Zulqarnain is a guy who got hit in his head first time, and he was killed, and he got the first horn, and then he came to invite his people again to Islam. They hit him again in his head, and he got the second horn. Zulqarnain, as a word in Arabic, mean the guy with the two horn. It's not a name, you eat the donkey. This is Tafsir al-Tabari. It says the following: جئتم تسألوني عن ذي القرنين وما تجدونه في كتبكم. كان شاب من الروم فجاء فبنى مدينة مصر الإسكندرية. You are coming to me to ask me about the guy with the two horn and what is in your books. He was a young man from the Roman, and he came and he built a city in Egypt. It's called Alexandria. And when he finished, an angel came to him and he took him up to the sky, and he said to him, what do you see? He says, I see my city and many cities. And then he took him up more, and he said to him, what do you see? He says, I see my city. And then he took him up more. He said, what do you see? He say, I see the earth, and this is the ocean. And then he says, Allah, he sent me to you to teach the ignorant and to fix the knowledge. And then he came with him until he found a dam between two mountains, and those mountains are lousy. They are like they fell in the top of each other. And he walked with him until he found Gog and Magog, and then he walked with him into other nation, and their faces is the faces of dogs. They are fighting the people of Gog and Magog. And then he took him more until he walked with him to other nation. They were fighting each other, and their faces are faces of dogs. And then he took him to other nations, etc., etc. So when we say something like this, we prove it. We don't make things up. You claim to be an ustaz. Ustaz mean master, teacher. Shame on you, self-claim. You do not know Arabic. You don't speak Arabic. You cannot read your own books, and you claim knowledge. We ask you a simple question: who is Zulqarnain? You do not know. You do not know. If I call this guy again, do you think, guys, he will give us the answer, or he will shout, scream non-stop? He will shout, scream. They will never answer, because he knew he have no knowledge. Let us laugh. Did you hear the interpretation I was reading for you?
Mr. Idiot, why do you block me?
Did you read the interpretation I was reading for you, Abdul?
I didn't even read anything. Why do you block me?
Are you there? Are you there?
Why do you block me? Why do you block me?
No, you are not allowing me to read. I have to stop you so I can read for you. I was reading for you. So did you see my reading?
I don't even see it.
Okay, now I want you to read for me the interpretation I gave you, please.
Which one?
I gave it to you in Skype. Open the link and read it, please.
I don't have it here. I'm not with my phone.
You don't have Arabic in your phone, so do you know Arabic?
I don't have my phone with me.
Okay, I'm asking you. Do you know Arabic? Do you know my friend? I'm asking you. Do you know Arabic? He hang up. He don't know Arabic. He is teaching Islam and he claimed that he is a master in Islam, but he do not know Arabic. Let me call him again. He's hanging up on me. The second I said to him, do you know Arabic? Insist to know Arabic. He hang up because this is very embarrassing. His guy, he is making himself equal to Zakir Naik. Zakir Naik do not know Arabic. Didat do not know Arabic, and this donkey do not know Arabic, and yet they claim to be scholars. How in the world you claim to be a scholar but you do not know Arabic? How you can read your books? And you see now I am calling him, he is hanging up, the coward. Very embarrassing. See? He's hanging up. My name is Ustaz. Ustaz, as they say. What a potato. What a coward. What's Dhul Qarnayn mean? Is Dhul Qarnayn al Arab? No, he's not. He's Alexander the Great, you idiot. And how your God, he make Alexander the Great, who is a bisexual, a prophet of God. Alexander the Great is a bisexual. Allah, he chose a bisexual to be a prophet of Allah. And he found the sun set in the murky water. Isn't it, this is amazing? Let us see, we have some callers from Nigeria. Who's next? Okay, call me, Nigerian guy. You will see here in front of me, it says حدثنا ابن حميد قال حدثنا حكام blah 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 blah. It says from it says he ordered them to fear Allah. Dhul Qarnayn, he ordered his people to fear Allah, and they did hit him in his head, in the side of his head, and they killed him. And then Allah, he made him come up again, and they did hit him in the other horn, and he died. This is why he was called the guy with the two horns. Here it says فَدَعَ قَوْمَهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ. So he invited them to worship Allah. They hit him in his horn, and he died, and Allah brought him back again to life. And then he invited his people again to Allah, and they hit him again in his horn, and he died. And this is why he was called the guy with the two horns. Oh boy, chat only. I don't chat only. Sorry, you want to talk to me, call me. I don't do chat. What? Don't waste my time. Let us call the ustaz. Answer, potato. Answer, coward. He will not answer. See, that's it. He called me back. He thought maybe he can. You know, gambling. The guy he called me before, we made him shish kebab, and now he tried to retain the honor which was dismissed all over the floor. So he said, maybe if I call him now, maybe I can more lucky. But he noticed right away that he have no luck. He is being stupid. This is how they make money from you. They claim to be people of knowledge, but they cannot read 2 sentences from their book. What Zulqarnain mean? He do not know. He think it's a name, the idiot. He think it is a name. What a donkey you are. Now we go back to our topic. As you see, Zulqarnain, he found the sun sitting in murky water, while the Muslims in their article are speaking about the pearly vision. The Quran says that Allah it challenged mankind. Give him a chance. Answer, Abdul, answer. Answer, Allah will help you. Come on. Ustaz. You will not answer. Potato. All right. So as you see, the Quran is full of garbage, and the Muslim they try to say to us in the Quran, even speaking about when you go in this space, you will have difficulty with your vision. But this is not what the Quran is speaking about. The Quran was talking, if we try even to take them to heaven, they will say we are drunk, we don't believe it. Suddenly it became about spaceship when the Quran even challenged anyone to go to the space. Isn't it the Quran says none of you can go to the space? Isn't it Allah he challenged mankind and genie to go to the space? Let us see. In chapter 55 verse number 33, Allah challenged mankind and genie both together to leave the zone of the earth. And if you try, look what Allah will do to you. Read with me carefully. O company of jinn and man, if you have power to penetrate all the region of the heaven and the earth, then penetrate them, but you will never be able to do so. And save by our sanctions. If you go and see what the sanctions, they will say only angels and prophet of God they can go through. If you are not an angel, which means not including the sanctions, Allah will shoot your ass. There will be sent against you both who? Mankind and genie who try to go out of the zone of the earth, a fire and the flesh of brass, and you will not escape. Do you see it? This is what Islam is about. The Quran deny and says nobody can leave to the space, and if you try to leave the space, Allah will shoot you. So what the Muslim talking about the speed of light, spaceship? If you go in the space, you will have a difficulty with your vision. All this fabrication. When the Quran obviously is nothing but a fairy tale book. The same as we asked this guy who claimed to be Ustaz about Zulqarnain, who found the sun set in the murky water. Your God did not even know where the sun set. The sun doesn't set anywhere. When we asked this guy, he said we refuse hadith if it is contradict the Quran. Well, the Quran said the sun set in the murky water, and the hadith confirmed that. Until he reached the setting of the sun. Reach where? The setting of the sun. How in the world can a person reach the setting of sun? How in the world I can reach that? I do not need to go anywhere to reach the setting of the sun, because the sun set everywhere. So in order to understand until he reached the sun setting place, he have to be going to a place where the sun set, which is a location. And then he found it. Allah is stating a fact, what he found. The one who's talking here, by the way, is Allah, not the guy who is called Zulqarnain, the man with the two horns. He found it sitting in a spring of murky water. Let us see what Muhammad he say about that. Do Muhammad confirm that the sun set in a murky water? Absolutely. Read it. I was sitting behind Allah messenger, or messenger of Allah, who was riding on a donkey while the sun setting. He asked, do you know where this set, which means the sun? I replied, Allah and his apostle know better. So Muhammad have knowledge of Allah. He said, it's set in a spring of warm water. And here they quote the Arabic word hamiya, which actually boiling water. Actually, this is why it's murky, because it's boiling. Is this hadith is weak? Absolutely not. Sahih. Is that a contradiction for the Quran? Absolutely not. So the story confirmed twice. Once explained by the Ustaz Muhammad, the one who called himself prophet, and one explained by the Quran, Ustaz Allah. And now we got Ustaz Nigerian boy busted, who claimed to be a person who have knowledge. He don't speak Arabic, he do not know Arabic, he cannot read Arabic, yet he is teaching about Allah and the religion of Allah. And look how many times I tried to call him, he will not answer. He went offline now to save his ass from more embarrassment. And by the way, the reason he called, because all the Muslims in his page, they are accusing him that he is, he's getting paid by me. Muslim, they are saying that he is a fake person, he cannot be a Muslim. People, they are saying to me that this guy you brought is a fake scholar, he is not a Muslim. Now everybody is watching, and all the Muslim, they can judge which one of us is telling the truth. I said Zulqarnain mean the man with the two horns. He said it's a name. His father, he called him the guy with the two horns. Hey, two horn boy, come here. Actually, I saw a Chinese movie that a kid, he have a horn in his head, and when you hit him in his head, he turned like to be like the devil. And look of them. The one before him, he claimed that he speak Arabic. When we gave him Arabic, he refused to read. He cannot see it no more. This guy, we ask him, do you know Arabic? He hang up. The second we start asking him, and he insists, if he know Arabic, I want an answer, he hang up. Because if he say, I don't, this is very embarrassing. So do you see how they fabricate and they say miraculous Quran? Until now, did you see anything here miraculous? This is the most stupid book. Not only that, if you continue the story, you will see here he found where the sun rise too. not only where the sun set, until so he changed the direction after that, and then he went enter when he came to the rising of the sun, the rising place of the sun, and he found it rising on people who for whom had no provide no covering. He found the rising place of the sun. Are you sure? Where is that location? Any Muslim tell me where is the rising place of the sun? Any smart Muslim, he have an answer. The miraculous Quran. And not only that, after he arrived where the sun rise, he found people there, and they are fighting with creatures. They are called people of Gog and Magog, which is not a human. Gog and Magog, they are creatures who they sleep inside their ears. Their right ear is so big like a tent, so at night he cover himself, he warp himself by his ear, and he sleep inside his ear. It's like a tent. So those people, they ask Zulqarnain, the man with the two horn, to build a dam between them and Zulqarnain and Gog and Magog. And until now, people of Gog and Magog, they are trying to open a space so they can penetrate in and invade the earth. Is Gog and Magog is a fiction or a true story? Hmm? Any Muslim? If I show you the story of Gog and Magog from the mouth of Muhammad, you will die laughing. Let us search for some stories about Gog and Magog. The Prophet said, today, the wall, the barrier of Gog and Magog has been opened so much. Oops, oops, oof, 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 oof. That's very dangerous. If Gog and Magog is able to open that wall, they will invade all the way to Mecca. They will control the whole earth. And Muhammad, he made a false prophecy that the whole of Gog and Magog today open too much. And by the way, it's not even a wall. It's a dam built by iron. Where we can find this dam, and how those people, they are trillions of times by numbers more than the human being. We cannot find them. We can't even find one of them. The Prophet said, a hole has been opened in the dam of Gog and Magog. And he made the number 90 with his fingers. Which is like a small size. This is a big hole. That's dangerous. You see it? Gog and Magog. Muhammad here is making a prophecy. He said, today an opening of the size of this size, and he made small in his finger size, been made in the barrier restraining Ya'juj wa Ma'juj, or Ya'juj wa Ma'juj. And the PBUH made a circle with his thumb, the index finger. I said, "Oh Allah Messenger, shall we perish while still there will be righteous people among us?" The Prophet said, "Yes, when wickedness prevail." You are the master of wickedness. The Muslim will use the bows and arrows and shield of Gog and Magog as firewood for 7 years. Muslims, did you use it? Gog and Magog, they are using arrows and shield. Did you really use it? False prophecy. Look how much fiction Muhammad, he learned stories from the Jews and people around him, and he add them to his books, and then he promote them to scare people with fictions. And actually, Gog and Magog is one of the signs of Judgment Day, as you see. All those speaking about Gog and Magog. No, today we will not explain about Alif Lam Mim because we have many hours already and it's time for me to go. My friend, I'm here for how many hours? That's more, we passed the 3 hours already. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. I hope we did learn good today, and feel free to download my videos, cut them pieces, share them around, educate your friends about how Muslims. And you notice that we don't really hit hard when we speak to Muslims, even the one they claim to be like ustaz, like the guy from Nigeria, because as you notice, all of them, they are a bunch of ignorant. So I talk to them as a bunch of kids. Honest to God, when I speak to Muslims, I treat them as if I'm treating a person in a nursing room, because I know their knowledge is limited. Even the guy who wear a suit from Nigeria, scamming the people, taking their money, he do nothing for living except speaking about Allah, but yet he do not know how to read his book. He do not know how to read Arabic. He do not know a very simple question to answer, yet he claimed to be ustaz. And the funny, he put in the front of his name ustaz. Ustaz. I like it. I never put in the front of my name ustaz. You call yourself ustaz because you are self-ustaz, like your prophet, self-prophet, self-proclaimed. People should call you ustaz. People, they should call you master. You don't call yourself, you idiot. If you call yourself master, people will laugh at you. People should say you are a prophet because you prophesy, not you saying about yourself a prophet. So the scam of Allah and the scam of the Muslims is not working, and we are here to get it busted. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you, and until we see you again in coming videos, we say Christ is Lord and Islam is false. If you like to read more about Islam, you can get my books from Amazon. You can just search in Amazon.com for Christian Prince, or Amazon Germany or France, or etc., and you will find the list of my books in many languages. And actually soon we will finish the book which is written in the Malay language, which people from Indonesia, they can understand and they can read. And I hope maybe in 10 days from now is going to be ready for publishing. Thank you very much. Christ is Lord and Islam is false. Getting busted every day here, and see you soon again. Bye-bye.